I'm 5 years old and kind of unsettled by the way that my mom's looking at me. Before us is my favorite pencil box filled with gum and treats, and she knows she didn't buy me any of that stuff. She's silently picking through my stash, but her voice is very loud in my head. Bad people go to jail. She finds an eraser shaped like a pizza slice and holds it up. It's clearly from a shop that we recently went to. And something in my stomach knots and drops. She knows. She knows I'm a bad person. She knows I'm a thief. Leta, we need to go back to that store and you need to return that. We'll do it tomorrow, she says. Every fiber in my body just knots up like it's on protest. I know I've done a bad thing, but this punishment is way too bad, way too scary. I can't do that. I can't talk to adults. Adults are monsters. They're big and hairy and unpredictable, and who knows what's going to happen. So I can't talk to them, and I certainly can't tell them that I'm bad. Mom's plan is just completely awful. So I propose my own plan. I say, how about I practice my handwriting and write them an apology letter, and then I can mail that and the eraser back to them. Or I can call them on the phone and say how deeply sorry I am. And then when you're in the area, you could just drop it off. That would save on gas. Or another option, we just go back to the store and I just slip it back in its rightful home, and no one needs to know anything. Mom shoots down my proposals one by one. No, my sin needs to be announced and publicized, apparently. She closes up the pencil box full of treats and makes to leave the room. She says, Leta, you need to think about what you've done. And so sitting alone in my room, I do think about what I've done and how I developed my sticky fingers. It was a few months ago, and I was winding my way between her legs while she was at the checkout at the grocery store, when I came to a wall of candy and gum. It was right at my eye level, and perfectly sized to fit my little hand. And I think these are party favors, like a thanks for coming to the birthday party, here's something for you, but from the store. So I take my party favor gum and follow my mom out. And when I get home, I put it in my favorite pencil box to honor it, because we don't get sweets at home. So this is really special. I become very eager to be Mom's special shopping helper and go week after week after week, just, grabbing my party favors each time. I don't want to share with her, so I don't tell her about them. During one of these party favor times, I noticed something that I hadn't seen before. There's numbers underneath gum and candy. Just like there's numbers underneath everything in this store. These aren't party favors. I'm also supposed to buy this. And the recognition that I've been doing something bad this whole time almost knocks me off my feet. This time, my mom is already packing up the groceries. And so I know the right thing to do is to ask her, can I please have some candy? But the window of opportunity for today is gone, and she would just say no anyway. Sugar rots my teeth. So I do some quick thinking. I've been taking things that aren't mine, and nothing bad has happened. So maybe I can keep taking things that aren't mine, and nothing bad will happen? This seems like pretty tight reasoning in my head. So I take the candy I'm looking for and run to catch up to Mom. At home, once again, I put it in my pencil box of treats, which is getting quite full now. I've got delicacies of all kinds, 5 sticks of gum in all of the best flavors. There's Wrigley's Big Red and Bubblicious Grape and cherry 7-Up with the liquid center, just like the soda. And candy. Oh, I now have green apple Jolly Ranchers and strawberry Nerds and Tootsie Rolls. I could never have these things. This is only goodness. This is nothing bad happening here, I reason. So I also realized, though, that with numbers under all of the items in this store, this is like a deluxe version of what party favor do I want to go home with. As long as it fits in my little hand, it's fair game, which is how I've come to acquire this eraser shaped like a pizza slice. And everything was good until I put it in my sacred keepsake box and Mom walked in on me. So, in thinking about what I've done, I think my offenses are small and innocent, just like me. It's the next day, and we're driving to the store to return this eraser. And all of my confidence from the night before is gone. I am nauseous and knotted up upon myself. I can't imagine what this monster is going to do to me. Surely they're going to scream and yell and highlight how bad I am, and I might be broken and bent. I don't even know if I'm coming home tonight. This is the worst possible thing, but I don't scream or yell or do anything. I just hold everything tight. One of the things I'm also holding tight is this eraser in my hand that got me into all this trouble. I look at it, and it brought me such joy just a few days ago, but now it looks so ridiculous. Like, it's an eraser. I don't even have command of a pencil yet. Like, what was I doing with this? We get to the store, and my mom herds me out. There's some big person talk. I think she's asking for a manager. All I keep telling myself is, this is the worst possible thing. I can't do this. But the big person comes over, the monster, and I feel him before I see him. I stand in just a fraction of his shadow. Yes, he says. I look heavenward to meet my judge, and he's the biggest big monster I've ever seen. His head almost touches the ceiling. He's harried. He has glasses. He has all of those lines on his face that adults and monsters have. It is all I can do to not pee myself right now. And so I divert my gaze down to my shoes with Velcro on them for a sliver of comfort. I know I just have to get through this. Stick out my hand and say, I took this eraser. I didn't pay for it. I'm very, very sorry. And then I don't know what to do. I just want this moment to be over. I want to disappear. So I close my eyes in hopes that if he can't see me, I can't see him, he can't see me, and maybe I'm just gone. But I hear some rustling, like the monster is moving. So I open them back up, and the monster is kneeled down to my fun-sized level to receive the eraser. He thanks me for it. Says he hopes I learned something from this experience. And then he stands up and walks on. And the moment's done. Mom herds me back into the car, and we're on our way home. Time ticks by. I feel, Mom's talking about how this was a natural consequence of my thieving ways, and how if I continue to do such things and take things that weren't mine, I will end up in jail. And in jail, there is no candy and there is no gum. But I'm not thinking about jail. I'm thinking about how I just did the scariest possible thing. I stepped into the shadow of a monster. I talked to him. I told him I was bad. And then I left. I feel accomplished. I feel like I can do anything. At home, Mom returns my now empty pencil box, and I run my fingers through where the candy used to be. I'm so disappointed that I got caught. But I close the lid and put the box back into the closet. I'm not going to have a collection of stolen goods anymore. What I have now is far longer lasting and better. I know I can do scary things. I know I can face my monsters.